do a flip of my A6, excuse me, Campagna. I was in my slim Gillio, but I need to track some health things, and so I just needed more space. This is yellow. I got off the buy sell trade group. I just keep some cards because this is my wallet, some cash, some stickers. I'm going to turn you this way so it's a little bit easier. This is my fly leaf. This is a freebie from Caffeine and Plans, Hannah on IG. This is also a freebie. These are from Annie Planner Co. And I love them. They're minimal dividers. Okay, so this is SM Plans. SM Plans, I like to have a yearly overview. And the thing that I really like about SM Plans is that she also includes the week, and I like to know what week we're in. This is a month-on-2 page from Simple and Trendy Co. And so I just have a key so that it's really easy for me to see, okay, this is a trash day. And specifically, normally our trash day is on Tuesday, but because it's a holiday, it got moved to Wednesday. And this is just really very dirty planning. You'll see that I move things around. So this is the current month. I moved my girl's groom, so I just crossed it off. So just very dirty planning. These are my husband's and my paydays. And then the blue denotes what schedule my husband works, because he works off schedules. This is a fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. that I need to update, and it just has things that happened during that month that I want to remember. This is birthdays and like tasks that we always have our roof serviced. We have a tile roof in October, so I want to remember to schedule that. Things like that. My inbox. This is Peanuts Planner Co. I don't remember who I got this idea from, but basically you put what type of task it is. So do I have to go somewhere, call someone? Is it computer or is it a project? And then you just dot it. When it's complete, highlight it. Sorry, it's shaky. These are Peanuts Planner Co. large grid inserts. Maybe someday list, SM Plan inbox, and this how I plan is I keep my day open, and so then any notes, these are freebie day on one page, timed from Peanuts Planner Co. So any notes that I have go on my daily, and then at the end of the day, I process my page. So if I had something that I could deal with later because I just didn't know where I wanted to put it, it would go in my inbox. And I don't have anything here because I just set this up Monday. And I do like the 23mm rings because they offer me a lot of space. This thing is chunky. But from a writing perspective, I prefer the 13mm rings, 14mm rings of the slim because the rings are very unobtrusive. So I have a couple of those. I have a project planner from Peanuts Planner Co. so that when I get to my someday maybe projects, I can plan those out, budget, things like that. Task management I use for just small things like that have 5 or less steps. I also use the task management for content planning if I want to film a YouTube video, things like that. So here's just miscellaneous. I have different lists. These are pen inserts, loose inserts that I have, and then the corresponding pen that it goes with, because some of my pens have a metal body. So this is a Gillio pen. This is a friction pen I use for work, and I just want to remember if I'm looking at the Energel pen, what metal pen does it go with? This is an insert tracker. So these are my most commonly used inserts, who it's from, because I do a lot of printables. And then if I use it on a monthly basis, so it's something that I would print at the end of one month to go into a next month, or if it's a reference type of insert. This is my planner cover inventory. I'm just taking inventory and planning to do a pretty major D-stash. My books that I want to read, movies that I want to see, most that are on demand or Netflix or Amazon Prime. These are recurring tasks that happen on a, monthly basis, and I just track when they happen, or some happen on a quarterly basis. I just want to keep track so I don't lose sight of them. This filming is no joke. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get better. These are pages that I want to add to my A6, and I did add my freezer inventory so I can mark that off. And then I just have some extra notes pages, different types of notes pages. So then these are notes, and these are just like if I'm reading something and want to jot down some notes, if I want to work something out in my head, that's kind of what I do here. And since I have 23mm rings, I can have a lot of notes pages. These are from Nebula Designs. And so then we get into my planning section. And I only keep a month of planning pages in at a time. At the end of the month, I throw it all out, right? So that reference at the beginning and some other reference pages are what I keep, but I don't keep my dailies, weeklies, anything like that. So again, I have this vellum SM Plans, my Catter page. This is a freebie from SM Plans, and so I print this because I like to have a month at a glance. And then on the other side, I print the one page of 161 insert from Peanuts Planner Co. And at the top, I write any birthdays that month and then any holidays. Then what I do is I highlight the weekends. These lines are days that I'm on vacation from work. And then anything that is time specific goes in this column. You can see there's a little line. And then anything that's day specific goes over here. So I need to put a couple other day specific things there. And then this is a month on one page from Simple and Trendy Co. And I use Banana Doodle Shop and Planner Monkey Co. stickers just to at a glance see what's going on. Oh, so sorry about that. That's my finger. I'm filming on my phone. So then on the back side of this, I print just grid and I have an overview. These are specific tasks that I want to get done this month and I'll lose sight of. This is a cleaning tracker from Simple and Trendy Co. And it's got daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks. So it reminds me of my ink imperfections, but Taylor doesn't make an ink imperfections for the A6 size. I do use her tracker for cleaning in my personal size. And on the back of this, I just have grid. This is Simple and Trendy Co. I got this idea from Hannah she just changed her name, and I know I said it earlier. She used to be Banana Doodle Shop. And it's basically, I list out any spend that I do daily that is just for things that I want, and I need to fill this in. And then this is things that I need. So like this was some supplements that I was running out of. Then I have a gratitude journal from SM Plans. This is my freezer inventory. So this is so I can easily meal plan and know what I have on hand so that I don't buy meat that I don't need. So this is all just meat. And then this is freezer meals because I do once a month meals. So I know that I have chicken and artichokes I can pull out and cook it according to the directions. This is budget planner from Peanuts Planner Co. And this is specific to my discretionary spend. So if I sell planners, if that goes on here, I can spend that money however I want. I don't remember who did this freebie planner, freebie vision board, but I love it. And it separates my monthly stuff from my weekly stuff. So these are dated week on one page from Simple and Trendy Co. And I basically list anything that's timed over here. It's got a month, so I highlight what month I'm in, and then any tasks that have to be done go here. I paperclip it to the 2-page printable from SM Plans. And this is her mix and match bundle. So on this page I have daily cleaning, I have my dinner plans, and then these are things that have to be done, cleaned that week, just anytime. And then these are things that I like to track if I did them daily. You can see I don't do some things every day. I'm working on my PM routine. And what I do with this is because they are printed, so the daily is printed here, and then it's also here, is I have these slit, and then when I move to the next week, I will just turn these the other way. So this will be my daily, the other side of this will be my weekly. I throw these out anyway, and then I will book dart this to the other weekly. So that's how I use those. This is a week on 4 page from Simple and Trendy Co. And this, I track my daily spend. I do track how I'm doing with my habits, so habits that I want to work on. So I want to work on my PM routine, which is this chunk. So I just say if it has one, it's that I did something. If it's filled in, I did it all. This is, did I have a no spend? Did I work on health? Did I walk the dogs? I use YNAB for budget, so did I work in YNAB that day? And for those of you that have a blank calendar that's 5mm grid, Ink by Jane sells washi tape that is calendar. And so I highlight the week I'm in, throw down my washi tape, love it. And so this is for things that have to happen on a specific day. So I always weigh myself on Mondays. I have to take the trash out to the curb because trash day is Tuesday, things like that. And so it's 4 pages. So you have your overview, your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If I have blank space like I have here, working from home is pretty easy. Then I'll throw full boxes down. I highlight my husband's schedule. Yep, and then so here starts my next week. So I keep a month. I set it up at the beginning of the month, so I don't have to do that. And then this is where I would, so when this week starts, I will move my trackers from SM Plans to here. And then I use this page for weekly review. So how did my week go? Did I have any tasks that I need to migrate? Sometimes I will write down unfinished tasks and I'll figure if I want to actually migrate them to the next week, or do I want to move them to my inbox? Do I want to move them to my maybe someday because I've migrated them 3 weeks in a row? Things like that. And then these are just extra I print enough for the month. These are the only ones that I slit. I don't like slit pages in my planner, so I keep it to a minimum. This is by Melina Plans. I love her girls. And this starts my daily section. So I have a couple of different dailies that I use. I put enough dailies in for the month. This is a Simple and Trendy Co. dated daily. I highlight my work hours and then put anything that I have to do. This is if I FaceTimed with my daughter. I put my husband's schedule and then the weather and a weather sticker. And then I put like any of my daily spend, and then I'll take this and move it to the want versus need list. This is the dated or timed, freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. And I already have it set up for tomorrow. What I do is I write any tasks that I either migrated from the previous day that I want to get done that day, or anything from this list at the very top of my to-do. Then I put a little piece of washi to denote that anything else that I add down here are things that I thought I wanted to do that day. And so I'm trying to figure out if I am overwhelming myself with to-dos, right? There's only so many things I can actually do in a day. And so am I creating so much work for myself that I can't ever get it all done, if that makes sense. So I just like to have a clear visual of what I knew I had to get done and what I thought I would want to get done, if that makes sense. Okay, and there's again enough for the whole month. And then I have this at the very back, Peanuts Planner Co. grocery guide. So like my mom told me on Monday, and I bullet journal in these. I used, a dot for tasks, things like that. My mom told me Monday or Tuesday, that we needed pickle relish, so I just put it down as a note. And then at the end of the day, when I process my sheets, I come back to my grocery guide, sort out all the flipping, and put that I need pickle relish next time I'm at the store. Next section is money. I'm not going to show all of this. I have online order tracker. Some of this isn't filled in, so I'm fine showing it. So online orders. And then these are Peanuts Planner Co. And then I have a extra budget tracker that I printed. I can pull this when August starts and put it at the front. And then payment tracker, because we're trying to pay off some debt. I feel like everybody is. Next is my health section. So my health section is the whole reason that I moved into the A6 from my Slim, because I really prefer to only use one planner. Now I use one planner for personal, and then I work in finance, so I do use a bullet journal in an A6 for work, and this only houses work stuff. So because I've been having some health things that I'm trying to get under control, I really wanted to be able to keep a lot of notes together. If I was doing this in my Slim, I would have to print these pages, and then because I keep these until I see my doctor the next time, which I see her every 6 months, because I would have to keep 6 months worth of these, that would never fit in the rings of my Slim. So I would have to keep it in a separate binder or cover, and I'm just not willing to do that at this point. So that's why I moved into my A6, so I could have it all. So this is my health section, again, SM Plans, and this is just a cover page that lists Whole30. I try to eat consistently Whole30, and then it has a list of things that I allergy tested for, that I'm sensitive for food-wise. This is a list of all the supplements I take and where I get them. So my chromium picolinate I get off Amazon, or Potter's House, which is a local apothecary, or if I get it somewhere else, other is normally my doctor's office. Then I have my doctor visits, and I really like this. I track visits for myself and my husband, because like I realized when I was filling out my medical tracker that I didn't have my blood type. So I will write down when I go for my blood work, which I just went for, that I want to ask for my blood type. So I have a couple of those in. And then this starts my health tracking. This is going to be personal. So, oh, sorry, I have my therapy notes. These I don't use for therapy. These I use for my doctor visits. I go to a hormone replacement specialist, and so we go through a lot of blood work, and then based on my blood work, so if my ferritin levels were high, I would write ferritin level high, and then I would write down, okay, how are we going to address that? So I don't use these for therapy. These are Peanuts Planner Co. I use them for my doctor's appointments. Okay, this is from Caffeinated Concepts, which is now Banana Doodle Plans. Hannah's shop. Sorry, Hannah. This is SM Plans 2-box grid. So at the beginning of every month, I write down my goals for that month and then how I'm going to achieve them. And then at the end of the month, so I have enough weekly pages for 1 month. So then at the end of the month, I write down a recap. So again, this is very personal. I have digestive issues. I have some hormone issues, things like that. So I track a lot. So this is the freebie week on 2-page from Peanuts Planner Co. So I track any activity I did or symptoms. So because I have digestive issues, I like to know how often I go to number 2. I track my weight. I have specific things that I want to track on a daily basis. I track what I actually ate for dinner, because if I ate on track for dinner, then I know I ate on track the whole day from a Whole30 food sensitivity perspective. I like to track how many steps I did. And then I write down what went well that week. So I have been taking my supplements all week and I've been active. And then what didn't go well. So I track how often I shower, because that clearly indicates to me if I am depressed or not. I have a high functioning depression, which means I don't look depressed, but I might go 3 days without showering. So I keep track of that to gauge my depression. So I have 3 months of these, October through October. And then this is a Penelope from Penelope and Friends for dogs. This is different guts of the pet planner from Lights Planner Action. And so I just keep information about my 2 English Mastiffs, their heartworm. This is for Sage, her heartworm. Vet visits that they have. So this is a vet visit that Bella did have. This is an upcoming one for Sage. Vet visits. Then I keep their vaccine history. So when did they have vaccines? This is very comprehensive. I love it. I keep groom appointments, things like that in here. And then back here I have my name. So my name is Teresa. My IG handle is Reese Plans. So Teresa short for Teresa. Back here I have a medical tracker from SM Plan. And what I did, I have one of these for myself, my husband, and my mom who lives with us. And this is the only other thing that is perforated. And my husband knows that if anything happens to me, he can come back here and just pull this out and give it to a paramedic or a hospital or a doctor. It's got my medications that I'm on, surgeries, and then it's also got all of the supplements that I take and how many milligrams. And then I have one for him. I'm not going to share his. I have one for him also. In the back, I just keep some insurance cards. I don't keep anything in here. And then I have some 30-day challenges in the backs and an ultrasound order that I need to go get. So that's a flip of my A6 rings. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.